Give me your 3-week autopsy on the 49ers. I mean, you know this team well. We've been talking about them regularly all throughout the entire offseason, training camp. You came up from Arizona. You were here for training camp. You put your eyes on it. You've seen the preseason. You've now seen 3 games. Give me the Kyle Posey autopsy on what you're seeing.
So we wanted to know whether the safety play would be okay. And I would say they've more than answered the bell to that question. Talanoa Funga looks like the real deal, man. He looks like a star in the making. So that's a good check mark for them. Another question, how would the offensive line hold up? The interior offensive line, all young, inexperienced, even though Jake Brindle's 29 or 30, I believe, but he hasn't started a game since 2018. They look questionable, and that showed up especially down the stretch when they needed to drop back and throw the ball. So the offensive line is still questioned. We'll see if Daniel Brunskill is able to come back and help them out. It sounded like Kyle Shanahan believes he will be inserted into the starting lineup. I think that they would probably, give Spencer Burford a break just because day 3 guy thrown into the fire right away. And then the quarterback, but not the same quarterback that we talked about, right? We were thinking, would Trey Lance be good enough for this team? And 1.5 games in, he goes down. So now it's back to Jimmy Garoppolo. And now we're asking the same question. Is Jimmy going to be good enough for this team? I know last week, he didn't take any snaps during training camp. So there was certainly some rust. But at the same time, it looked a lot of the same that we're used to seeing. So that's a bit concerning. I don't think he's going to play as poorly moving forward, but at the same time, I don't think he's going to revert to this Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson type of quarterback and just throws 4 touchdowns. So a lot of the same, I guess, to answer your question. We knew that the defense would be dominant, and they've answered the bell. They're pretty much elite across the board. So it's the San Francisco 49ers that we expected for the most part.